talk to us about this size of fine. What is it reparations for?
Well, what basically the dispute is the French government says that Google routed too much money through their Irish unit and didn't claim enough in France. Therefore, the French taxes were way too low and they're paying too much in Ireland.
So what does this do now to the overall tax bill that Google is paying?
Well, you can look at this story as in two different ways. You can look at this as a Google-specific story about all the troubles Google has had in Europe over the last half dozen years or so with antitrust probes and privacy probes and tax probes. Or you can look at this in part of the entire European fight with American tech companies over taxes. And that's really, really a big deal. In a week from now, there'll be the first hearing at the EU courts related to Apple's $13 billion tax bill that was assessed by the European Union. There's going to be a little after that, there are going to be the first rulings in tax cases, both involving Fiat and Starbucks. So there's really going to be a lot of activity involving taxes, Europe, and American companies in the next few weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it's so interesting. You know, this isn't exactly Google settling all of its back taxes. It's not exactly a fine, it's a settlement. And so there's really no criminal liability here, even though these were fiscal fraud allegations and it was a criminal probe. Where does this come in the context of overall settlements, Tony?
Well, in terms of Google, I mean, Google has already paid 8 billion euros in 3 European antitrust cases. There are more privacy cases. Ireland has a number of privacy case investigations into Google, Facebook, a number of companies. So really, this is just going to keep coming, where American tech companies keep running up against European regulation. And it's still going to be seen where it all rolls out.
Yeah, and France taking the lead now. There's a July law to impose levies of 3% on tech firms that generate almost €250 million in global annual revenue for digital activity.
That's one place where the tech companies get along with Donald Trump very well. They're all fighting that very hard. And this fine today, this penalty today, is not related to that new tax. That digital tax is completely separate to what happened today.